like Listowel, Wingham, Fordwich, Gowanstown, Portwright, Seaforth, Sarnia, St. Mary's, and Stratford. And I want to wish you a warm and sincere welcome. I also want to welcome us and Linda into our family.
Hi everyone, I'm Debbie Chisholm. With you on this happy occasion to celebrate Katie and Phil and their awesome union in marriage. Obviously, I've known Katie her entire life. And for the past 5 years, I've had the wonderful honor of knowing my brand new son-in-law, Phil. To Phil's parents, Linda and Klaus, Bernie and I are so happy that our daughter married into such a good-hearted family. I could not ask for better in-laws, and that you both are kind, warm, and friendly people who have welcomed our daughter with open arms.
All right.
Today, we're happily surrounded by so many family and friends that are important to us. Some have traveled hundreds of miles to be here today. From the East Coast, we have... From the East Coast, we have Jimmy and Craig and Leanne Chisholm. And from the West Coast, we have my brother Howard and his new fiancée Jennifer. We also have my little sister Tracy and her friend Claire. We also have some people from overseas. My dear friend Karen and Bruce's daughter Lindsay, who's in the bridal party. His girlfriend, who come to us from London, England. Finally, there's my brother-in-law, Greg, who officiated the wedding. Greg comes to us from Pucallpa, Peru. Greg married Bernie and me 33 years ago, and he also baptized Katie. And having him marry Katie and Phil means a lot to us. So thank you. Family and friends that were not able to be here with us today. Katie's Grandpa Chisholm and Mary. Mary is Grandpa Chisholm's fourth wife, and so Katie and Phil, go to him for wise advice. He knows a lot about marriage. And also my Grandma Katie, Katie's great-grandma, who is living in Stratford, but at 106 years old. But remember, Phil, Katie comes with these long-living genes, and marriage is forever. I'm also so proud to share this day with my mom and dad.
Extended it to include both sides of the family. If you ever want something organized properly, you just have to call on Katie. Now she's expanded these qualities to include her professional life as well. And it was there that she met
Phil is a class act. He's caring and quiet, thoughtful, funny, smart, resourceful, and steady. I know that he truly loves our daughter. He's also very brave. He laughs in the face of noise and chaos. Not many only children come into Katie's huge family and be immediately welcomed with love and friendship. He is a legend among the younger ones. As much as you try not to interfere in their lives, you always hope that once your children are grown, they'll make the right choices. Therefore, Bernie and I were very delighted when Phil asked if he could marry our daughter. The hard part was keeping the secret until the romantic proposal at the cottage.
The schedule is baseball, so you can cancel it. Schedule for the Royals. Yes. I thought it wasn't Katie, it felt like me. You know, in the words of an infamous hockey legend, and I'm talking about Don Cherry here, isn't she a beauty? You know, I remember, when Katie called us after Phil proposed.
What about our table?
It was late, I recall, and we were sleeping. She was crying at the phone. I said, well, the only thing I could think of what to say was at the time was, so what was your answer? And we're kind of glad that she said yes.
Yesterday when Katie was playing with her dolls, rollerblading, figure skating, and still a young woman. Today my little girl is a beautiful woman who is an incredible person. Katie, you've always been and continue to make us so proud. You have such a strong head on your shoulders. You're focused, determined, and so full of love. You oversaw every detail of the wedding with diplomacy, thoroughness, and sheer joy and anticipation. Honey, I'm so happy for you. I knew that one day I'd have to let you go, and I thought it would be so hard. But when I see you and Phil together, I know that you have a wonderful life ahead of you, full of love, adventure, friendship, and lots of family. Katie and Phil, love one another, and you will be happy. It's as simple and difficult as that.
Therefore, to all our family and friends, please raise your glass and join us in wishing Katie and Phil a lifetime of happiness. For better or for worse, have never or granted Mr. and Mrs. Phil Leestra.
About 4 years ago, it was a year after Katie and Phil met. We were all in Stratford visiting with Anderson. And at this point in Phil and Katie's relationship, it was getting a little serious, and I felt it was about time for that protective sister. You break her heart, I break your neck. When I was done, though, Phil surprised me by saying, Jenny, I love your sister. And a year from now, if we're still together, I'm going to ask her to marry me. So I waited, a year went by, then 2, then 3, and by the 3rd year I was getting a little concerned. But then Phil approached me one day up at the cottage and he says, I'm finally going to ask your sister to marry me. And I looked at him with a big grin on my face, and I smacked him upside the head and I said, well, it's about time. My sister is my best friend. She is an incredible person. One of the things I admire most about her is her enormous heart. She has a way of bringing people together, and she always puts the people that she cares about most in front of herself. She's smart, beautiful, funny, successful, and caring. She's quite the catch. So I never thought that one day she would ever find a man that was good enough for her, by my standards anyway. But then Phil came along. And he made her laugh. He supports her in her career and with her family. And most of all, he shows a love for her that I hope to one day find. And Phil and my sister, they share the same hopes and they share the same dreams. I couldn't have asked for a more perfect man for my sister to marry. So Phil, I'd just like to say that I love you so much. And I am so excited to finally be your sister. So if you may, if I could, I know I'm not experienced Phil, but if I could give you a few words of advice. I haven't been her my whole life, okay? May you never steal, lie, or cheat. But if you must steal away her sorrows. If you must lie beside her all the days of her life. And if you must cheat death. Because I know she could not bear to live a single day without.